Good afternoon, welcome to a game of Dota 2 for the ESWC Qualifiers East. And this time, it is game number 2 for SKANE Elite versus CNB. It's going to be Radiant side for CNB, and once again they have the first pick, though this time on the other side. SKANE Elite's going to have Dire and the second pick, and they have to deal with the same bans of CNB as previous game, and that be the Naga Siren as well as the Treant Protector, with SKANE Elite again banning the same things as we saw last game, banning out the Chen as well as the Rubik. So let's see if we're gonna have about the same picks here, because we have the exact same situation. And after this best out of 3, by the way, there will be the semi-finals of this team. So either, well, this match, the winner of this match, either SKANE Elite or CNB, and they're gonna be up versus either EG or CPL. And that game is going on right now as well, and we'll just jump into the winners right there. Oops. That was a bit of a misclick. So far, it's a slightly different situation here. We have Leshrac this time on the side of CNB. They noticed from SKANE Elite that he is still a powerful hero to deal with, even with the slight nerf of the extra cast point from the Edict. Let's see though, I mean, we still have the TA in that. Well, what am I saying? We still have basically everything in there. There's only 4 bans done. Darkseer, TA, Tidehunter, Nature's Prophet, Invoker, name it. And there's the Tidehunter as well as the Darkseer. And we're going for team fight for SKANE Elite. I mean, Darkseer, yeah, he got nerfed, and I do think that CNB kinda, in one fight at least, felt that. Could have gone better if the vacuum wasn't nerfed. But well, SKANE Elite, I mean, it's still Darkseer, he still has a replicable, he still has a vacuum, even though a bit less strong. So still a strong hero to have. And SKANE Elite's gonna maybe try to show CNB how it's done. Because they, of course, won game number 1. CNB has to win this one to force a game number 3 out of this match. Venomancer will be picked up here, as well as the Templar Assassin, so no counter for TA this time. They played the TA in the previous game, did have some counters against that though. But this time, the TA is on the same team as the Venomancer and Leshrac, unlike the previous game where both of those were against him. So it should be going a bit better. Having said that, of course, the Darkseer is a good counter towards the TA as well, purely because of his Ion Shell. Will be able to pop up Refraction very, very fast.
10 seconds remaining.
And I'm gonna have to drink something, because otherwise I'm not gonna have energy.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, I will have energy, because it's not an energy drink, but I will have less fluid in myself, and I need fluids. Let's see, last pick coming up for SKANE Elite. They, well, there's still plenty of options left here. They already have the Darkseer, which is solo lane. Tidehunter could go any kind of lane that he wants, really. Previous game he was on a tri lane. We still have the team fights in as well, as in, like, in the form of an Enigma. As in, that's a jungle hero as well as the Enchantress. 2 most solid jungle heroes still in the game, and I have to say, like, since the patch, there's been a lot of games where the lycanthrope just got completely ignored. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna go, because I mean, yes, his wolf got nerfed and stuff, and he got nerfed slightly, but I still think he's not that bad. This will be a Keeper of the Light. Wow, that would be a hero that I would never have been able to guess coming off after this lineup. But going for a lot of counter push here, as well as, well, pushing himself. And I'm curious to see what he's going to be playing, because, of course, we have seen the Keeper of the Light going on solo lanes, which mostly was played by Demon of EG. And played pretty solidly as well at that. But yeah, I like Keeper of the Light, so I'm curious to see how it's going to do and what they're planning with it, because you never can really tell with SKANE Elite. We are in the meantime into our second banning phase, where the teams can ban out 3 heroes. It was the Nature's Prophet that already got banned out from CNB. Let's see what the ban is gonna be coming off from SKANE. I mean, if you look at the lanes for CNB, they have the TA is probably gonna be solo. Leshrac Venomancer might be going on to a dual lane, but in theory both of those could solo lane as well. And we had, of course, Leshrac solo lane in the previous game. It might be that CNB is gonna copy that, but we'll actually see. It's gonna be a Juggernaut that's gonna be banned out, and a Wisp. Wow. both got ignored the previous game, and now both of them are gonna be kicked out.
Radiant
Enchantress will be banned out here, so maybe it's still gonna be Skona that wants to go for the Enigma Black Hole. Just making sure that the rest of the jungle heroes are already out. Or maybe forcing that Enigma ban coming up from CNB now. That might be the case. So, there. Sorry. Slight distraction. I'm opening my drink now. In case you're wondering what that sound is gonna be. There goes the Enigma. So that kind of got forced out. So now Skona's Elite, they don't have to ban out the Enigma if they wanted to. And they can ban out what they want. And of course, I mean, if you were wondering why they ban out the Enigma, they could have picked them up themselves. But it doesn't really fit into their lineup all that much anymore. Especially not if Leshrac and Venomance are gonna go for a tri-lane. At the same time, what are they gonna go for then? I mean, if they're gonna go for tri-lane, we're still looking at a hard carry and a solo lane. There's still plenty of solo lanes in, by the way. I mean, Windrunner, Queen of Pain, Beastmaster. And they banned out the Lone Druid. They banned out the Lone Druid in the previous game as well. One thing that we have to know, the previous game was the Broodmother was banned out. This game he isn't, so maybe we're gonna see Broodmother in this game popping up. But though, if that's the case, Skone already got a counter for that, because Keeper of Light can counter the Broodmother pretty well, especially just because he can clear out those spiderlings, like with a blast of Illuminate.
10 seconds remaining.
Will depend on what CNB is gonna go for.
Remaining.
Are they already gonna give away what kind of carry they want to go for, or do they think the TA is enough? Because we have seen lane ups where the TA was actually played as a hard carry. Though that did come from Skona's Elite, I believe. But normally with the Templar Assassin, you see her being very active mid-game, and then there's a hard carry farming AFK somewhere to jump in as soon as the TA well, has kind of lost momentum or has made the greatest use of her momentum, sort of, like at the 20 to 30 minute mark. 30 minute mark, let's put it that way. 25, 30 minute mark. Then normally hard carries are ready to join Queen of Pain, so they're gonna go for a solo lane first. I mean, I named that they still want to go for a solo lane, and they've decided which. Mid game also, a lot of pressure coming from her, as well as counter push, and they kind of needed a bit of counter push, so definitely good there. And I said they needed a bit of counter push with the Keeper of the Light being there. They kind of have to have something. Let's see what Skona's Elite is going to go for. And I have to say, both of these teams are taking a lot of time for these picks. We only have 37 seconds left for each team. Actually, the exact amount, same amount, which is quite funny, in their bonus time. And Skona's Elite is going to use that 37 seconds right now. What? They're gonna go for Mirana once again. They used it in the previous game, worked out okay, and they're gonna go for it again. In the meantime, if you think about what kind of other lanes they want to have, Mirana was used in a tri-lane previous game, which means that in theory, Tidehunter and Keeper of Light could go on a tri-lane again with that Mirana, and then maybe with a Windrunner again there on a solo mid lane. Having said that, a hero that I would like to see, might not be picked up, but a hero that I would like to see is a Shadow Fiend. Purely because it's reworked Ultimate. And I saw a YouTube movie of that today, which you might have seen also, where there was a 4-man gang coming in on one Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend did his ulti before he died, then he died, and of course did his ulti again because he died, and then got a triple kill from that. That was kind of funny to watch. But yeah, that seems like a fun pick to see, but I'm not sure if that's going to be happening. It will really depend on what Skone is going to do with the Keeper of the Light, if he is actually going to be on a tri-lane, or if he is going to do something entirely different. Because in theory, Mirana can solo lane as well. She has a leap, she's pretty safe as a solo lane. We've actually, when I just came into Dota, which is really not that long ago, Mirana was mostly played as solo lanes, and there's the Faceless Void still. It was the carry that Skona's Elite banned out in the previous game, and now they have to face it. It was not banned out, and it's gonna be a tri-lane then with the Leshrac and the Venomancer there as well. And with the TA solo as well as the Queen of Pain. But that is gonna be their lane. They have Gale, Leshrac Stun, a pretty solid tri-lane, I have to say. So curious to see what Skona is gonna do with this. They're just gonna try to put a Windrunner against that tri-lane to stay alive. Well, Darkseer will be on the long lane though.
5 seconds.
Or if they're gonna try to put Darkseer mid against the Templar Assassin to counter her there. Whoa! Batrider! Hello! Pino, we're playing the Batrider. I saw Batrider being played today earlier. I'm not quite sure if he, because, you know, his lasso is nice, he has a disable, he's got fire, and he's annoying with his slow and everything. But really, I am not too sure. We're gonna see, though, we're gonna see. I mean, that's why SKANE is one of the fan favorites, because of the picks that they try out, because of the things that they try out, and actually make it work most of the time. So we're gonna see if they can make the Batrider work in this game. Let's see who is playing what. Sorry, I will be drinking a bit more during this game. We have got Leshrac, played by BG4I20. Track will be playing the Venomancer in this game. We have got the where's that guy? Yeah, there he is. Faceless Void, played by Klotz. In the mid lane, we're gonna have Fuga on the Templar Assassin, and on the top lane, Fuzzy on his Queen of Pain. I mean, really, these lanes should not really come as a surprise. It's gonna be SKANE that will be giving the surprise, at least lane-wise, probably. On the top lane, we're going to have a Batrider. He is going to be on that solo top by the looks of it so far. In the mid lane, we're going to have a Darkseer, so that's indeed going to be the case. It's going to be Wagamama Darkseer, so again, semi-carry Darkseer. And of course, that Iron Shell is just so annoying for Templar Assassin, who actually did skill Refraction first, which is pretty useless right now in the start of the game with that Iron Shell, if the Darkseer is going to be speccing his Iron Shell first. We're going to have Mirana, who is probably going towards the bottom lane together with the Keeper of the Light, together with the Tidehunter, so they're going for an aggressive tri-lane on a tri-lane from CNB, and I have to say, that is going to be really interesting, because both Gale and Leshrac stun are just so very powerful early game, so as well as a time lapse. I mean, Faceless Void is just very hard to gank. Maybe Leshrac or Venomancer will be able to get caught off, but there's an arrow from Mirana. There's a Gush, which is nice, and of course that Illuminate Blast should not be underestimated. It's really annoying, but he's going to be trying to not take too much last hits from Regen with that as well. So I'm curious to see how it's going to go. If I would have to guess which one is going to be giving first blood, I like this. Sentry Ward being placed at the same time as the Observer Ward, but you know, nobody sees it. If I would have to guess on which side the first blood would go on, I would guess the Venomancer with the Illuminate. That would be such a squishy target for that. I'm going to put up the last 10 and I so you see everything. And whoa, overlay switch.
Right.
I'm going to just type that I switched the overlays 2 minutes from now. I switched, sorry, into Min's update. Ooh. I switched, so that was a fail. I haven't done that in a very long time. I can say that, so it's fine. So let's see though. Let's see on the top lane. It is going to be a Queen of Pain versus a Batrider. I mean, in theory, both of these should be fine. Pino is going to be fairly safe. Queen of Pain is going to be harassed, making it a bit harder for her to try and dive that. Look at that. Look at that. It's just so annoying. But it's going to be the bottom lane where I'm going to be spending the most time on, because this is where the most volatile situation should occur. There goes the Gale. It's on the Keeper of Light. Here comes the Faceless Void as well. Keeper of Light, he's a tree. Will he be able to stay alive? Leshrac stumble in as well. Keeper of the Light, he is going to be the one to drop first. Faceless Void picking up first blood. Now eating there as well. Leap over the trees from Mirana. Mini still taking a lot of damage from that, but he is a Leshrac. Sorry, he's a Tidehunter. Well, Leshrac is behind him, landing the stun, and Mini is actually going to drop here as well. Venomancer picking up that kill. Illuminate still going through, and Leshrac might actually die here, but there's the time locks. And that is a double kill for Track on his Venomancer. That is the triple lane. The tri-lane of SKANE's Elite. They are now a 0 lane because everybody died. Solo lanes. No, that's even 0 lanes. Everybody died, and they only got one hero in return, that was Leshrac. But that was so worth dying for. Faceless Void picking up 1 kill, Venomancer picking up 2. And I was totally wrong with my guess. I already got told about the overlay, don't worry. It's 2 minutes though. 2 minutes delay, it sucks. Sucks. Take down these squares. Squares are already down. Squares are down, but you know, I will be distracted by this chat going mental about my overlays until the overlays are actually gone. Anyway, Sorry for people watching inside the game. I don't actually know if you can actually watch inside the game. I hope you can, but I turn on my audio just in case you can. We'll see though. We'll find. Well, I'll see you in the next game, I guess. Next game, which is either going to be the finals, semi-finals, or another game 3 of this. Shadow Strike and Pinoy with his fire cannot go anywhere with it. In the meantime, looks like Tidehunter's found himself a target, but he's by himself. Is he going to be able to pick up last hit on the wolf? Maybe that's what he's going to try. Illuminate going through as well. Actually going through harassment on this bottom lane. Chakra Magic making sure that he can continue doing that, and he actually got last hit on one of those wolves, and now running out again. But there is a Faceless Void. Is it going to be blocking? There's going to be a Gale Arrow still hits on a Faceless Void. Leshrac still hits as well though, and there's the Edict going on there. Mini taking a lot of damage, but everybody being forced back by the Illuminate as well. A very low life hero right here. No more regions up on the Venomancer, and Leshrac is actually, he still has 3 tangos, which is nice. What does Klotz have? He has a Ring of Health. Well, that should keep him alive long enough. But it is definitely Brazil that is pulling ahead here from Sweden. On this bottom lane. Making sure Faceless Void can farm. He's 15-4. Mirana in the meantime, 16-2, so definitely not doing bad, but you know, she died once. And Faceless Void got a kill. Big difference right there. It looks like SKANE still wants to be aggressive though. I mean, he walked right through there and they saw him walk there, because obviously there was a ward. And I'm still stuck on this bottom lane because, I mean, really, this lane could turn ugly any moment, I feel like. With the time lapse, as soon as they see someone out of position, they're gonna go for it. And I'm quickly gonna check top lane. Actually, no, never mind. TP in from the Venomancer back. Maybe they want to go for something. He has got full HP, full mana again. And tried that 9 creep, wasn't able to do so, making sure that Mini picks up that creep instead. And here it comes. They're going for something. Harassment for now. There's of course the Dire Ward. They see it. Oh, I can draw very good circles, can't I? Do you know what I mean? Illuminate, keep up the light. Picked up level 2 and Illuminate rather than level 2 Chakra Magic. Oh, Chronosphere! Mini in front of it. Stuck in it. Leshrac's stun will not hit. And it's gonna be the Illuminate that actually goes through. It's gonna be in the meantime. Mid lane also got a kill, but Leshrac dies here. Mini in a lot of trouble. There goes the Starfall, and it's Tidehunter that will probably drop here. Yes, there he goes. And that is a double kill for Region in the meantime on the Mirana. Faceless Void, last one here. One more, and there goes the Keeper of Light, and that is it. That is a triple kill, or at least 3 heroes down on the tri-lane. They just turn it around. In the meantime, of course, Mini died there as well, but this time it was just the opposite of what we saw earlier. In the meantime, middle lane happened at the same time as we saw the Chronosphere appear. It was the Darkseer taking down the Templar Assassin. So, of course, we said already that the Darkseer is the counter towards that TA. I mean, Refraction really doesn't do that much, even though she still spec'd Refraction, knowing that Refraction wouldn't do that much, but going for it anyway. And it's going to be landing a trap. Sideblaze doing something. 28 last hits up on this Darkseer, with the Templar Assassin being on 22, so definitely not doing bad, but, you know, she died once, which is not really ideal. Darkseer, in the meantime, picking up a Soul Ring. And gotta shoot. Oh, I was gonna say should be having more, but there it is, going towards a early pipe. Stay alive against that Sonic Wave that will come up from the Queen of Pain at some point, which she also spec'd at level 6. Not something you see all that often. Normally you see Queen of Pains going for that level 4 of Scream of Pain first, and an extra level in that blink, before really going into her Sonic Wave, purely because she doesn't have enough mana. Otherwise, you now see she only can do either one Scream or multiple instances from other spells. So I'm gonna see if she's actually gonna use it. For now, she isn't. She will have a bottle, of course, to be able to get some extra mana there. Last hit going towards the Keeper of the Light. Still being able to pick something up there. And mid, yeah. Gonna have to check mid sometimes, but it's the bottom lane where, in theory, all the action should happen, and has been happening as well. And if there's actually happening at the same time, then I'm not gonna be able to follow mid if I'm already bottom. That's that. TA though has to build towards her phase boots. Oh, where's it? She has wards are in the donkey, probably going towards the top lane. Meantime, bottom lane Mirana has gotten last hits, 27 for 2, with Faceless Void being on 31 for 6, so doing better there. Let's check out the top lane for last hits for a while. 28 for 11 on the Queen of Pain, and we have the Batrider being on 25 for 10, so they're keeping it fairly even. TP in here from the Queen of Pain though. She has got her Sonic Wave, does have a bit of extra mana there as well, doesn't have any bottle charges extra, but wants to go for something. Of course, Direward has been renewed, so they will see her if she moves there. We'll have to see if they come here or if they actually move towards that. Gonna see track placing some wards, seeing the position, making sure they know at all times where everybody is, and right now SKANE knows that something's being set up, and there goes the Chronosphere, catches 2. Gale going through Mirana as well, Sonic Wave as well. Mirana gonna try to leap away, but still taking a lot of damage, has to kill, and there she goes. Venomman's picking up the last hit. Mini cannot do anything, lands an Anchor Smash, but is gonna drop here, and it's gonna be Queen of Pain that picks up the last hit, and Templar Assassin even came mid to join the party. 5 heroes here of CNB, and they got 2, and they used the Chronosphere with that as well. Nice pickups. And that is a Chronosphere from level 7, I think, level 7, level 8 Faceless Void now with those skills. But the thing they could have done against it is, you know, the Ravage. But Tidehunter is level 4, so that's the downside of having a trial, and he's just not getting that much experience. He is not level 6 just yet. Of course, the one change that was there with the latest patch is that he needs a bit less experience to level at some point again, so after that level 6 it will go a bit faster than normal again, but he needs his level 6 first. And that's just not going all that fast. Mirana, level 6, picked up Ring of Aquila. I mean, Phase Boots on her as well. Died now twice, got 2 kills. Of course, those 2 deaths that she has, not really ideal. They're gonna be taking down the creeps here, maybe trying to push down this tower. Faceless Void, they know this Chrono is on cooldown, and they might just want to try to go for this. In the meantime, top lane was of course left alone for a while Queen of Pain was making an excursion on the bottom lane. 38 for 15 on the Batrider because of that. And it's actually going to be the Darkseer that is topping the last hits charge on 53 last hits for 5. So doing an amazing job. And of course he got that kill as well. He's got 1800 gold. And this is going to be checking for the rune. And maybe for the first time leaving his lane towards another lane. And seeing if he can help out bottom lane. Because 3 heroes again here for CNB. Let's go in already backing up once more. There he comes, and there's no Radiant Wartop here either. There goes the Surge. Gonna hide himself in the trees. Gonna buy his pipe, gonna buy his boots. Sorry, gonna buy his hood rather. Hasn't showed himself just yet. Being very careful with that. It's still nighttime, so they don't see him. Now they might though. Faceless Void has a Chronosphere once again, wants to go in, 1 time lapse away. There goes Mirana, wrong side, wrong place, wrong time. Edict, Nova. There's no Nova actually, but Edict still doing enough. There goes the Chronosphere. Mirana still getting picked up. Chronosphere catches 3 heroes, but they won't go in. Vacuum in there, and it's actually Keeper of the Light that picks up the Leshrac there. Sonic Wave going through, doing a lot of damage. Gush lands on the Queen of Pain though. We have a Batrider in the midst of here too, and we have Darkseer dropping by the Venommancer last hit. And SKANE backing off now again as we see the lasso up on the Queen of Pain, trying to hold her in place so that she cannot blink away. She can still blink away though, and it's the Batrider that's in a lot of trouble right now with the Venommancer going down still, as well as the Tide, and it's 10 for 7, and CNB, they're not done just yet. They're gonna try to go for more. Leshrac on the hits on the Keeper of Light. There goes the stream. There goes Keeper of the Light. Mirana, last hero alive here still. The only hero left alive on the side of the Radiant, the Dire, sorry. And we had of course a Venommancer die in that, as well as the Leshrac actually, but other than that, I don't think anybody else died. So good fight once again for CNB. They run that 3rd game being forced out. I mean, this is their ticket to Paris that we're talking about, and that's a big thing. That is a big thing. Think things might be turning around, changing around. Might be going in favor of SKANE to leave, but right now with that Chronosphere is owning them team fight wise. I'm gonna be drinking a bit again while we see the tier 2 tower going down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And that was the 2nd tower going down on the side of the Radiant, with the first one being the mid tower. And we're gonna look at the gold graph. I mean, it's still with the 2 towers in favor of SKANE. They are in favor of the gold, but that is really only towers, kinda. Well, and the Batrider having massive farm, obviously. The Batrider actually not on top, is the Darkseer that has massive farm. That's the one I meant. Because he was mid. Yeah, he had the most last hits also, right? Yeah, 63 right now. Whoa, hello. There goes the Keeper of the Light, dominating Templar Assassin, and she's gonna go on mini. Not done just yet. Refraction on there. Here comes the Venomester trying to do what he can. But gets a gush in the face, and the Tide picking him up. Marana doesn't have a leap. Gonna try to TP out, won't be able to do so, and it's a double kill for the Templar Assassin. And Queen of Pain has the last hit on the Marana, and that's 3 down for 1 Venomancer. Again, not worth it. There is now a Ravage up though. Tidehunter has got a Ravage. He doesn't have mana boots, does have normal boots now, but doesn't have mana boots. We'll make sure that he cannot do that much. In the meantime, Darkseid are going to be locked inside a Chronosphere together with his opponent, the Leshrac. Leshrac is therefore not going to be able to throw down a stun. Vacuum there, doing some damage. That Queen of Pain being forced back. Fishbone trying to do something, and time lapse away again from Klutz. And here comes the Blink in, because the Blink Dagger completed up on the Bed Rider and makes good use of it. Leshrac still hits, so Marana Ultimate being used. Gush still lands upon Leshrac. There goes the Edict. Will be doing enough. The Ravage is there. Only hits on 2. It's going to be a slope on the Tidehunter, but he did what he was coming for. In the meantime, Faceless Void very low. Time lapses away again. Templar Assassin picks off the Bed Rider, and now Skona is back on the run again. With the Faceless Void already on the way back, and TA still chasing, has picked herself up a Blink Dagger, wants to go for that Keeper of the Light, but she gets surged away. And that's just to show. Where's my stream down? Oh, my stream is down. Yeah. Stream. I'm gonna type that too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, then you just missed some action. Welcome back. Oh, I hope you didn't miss too much of that though, because that was Kona's Elite trying to take some kills back. They did pay for it though. We did see the Bat Rider having shown his Blink Dagger off. Okay, so we should be able to see the last team fight. I don't know what caused my stream to reset though. I'm sorry for that. It's just weirdness all over the place. So, let's just, while we're back in here, let's just go over quickly what the stance is. We have got almost 3k in favor of Skona's Elite, even though they are 6 skill behind. Blinking Lasso, Faces Void, you are not gonna go anywhere, you are dead! Whoa! And this is how a Bed Rider can change the tides earlier. Talking about chasing tides, we did have a Rabbit in the previous fight, was able to help out a lot, but it's still gonna be CNB that is still very dangerous for this Tidehunter. He cannot be around here too much, and of course that Chronosphere is not going to change anything. It's still very dangerous for Skona to take that 5-on-5 team fight if they want to go for it. And Edict doing some damage, Illuminate going through as well, clearing some of the creep wave if they're still there. Nope, he doesn't get any last hits for that one. There is a ward up for the Dire here up on the top lane, pretty aggressive, and we have a ward for the Radiance on the room. But that's all the 2 wards that are up right now, if you don't count the plague wards, obviously. And we have got Templar Assassin, Blink Dagger. We saw that earlier in the fight as well. Just gonna go over the items, see what people have picked up that we have missed. We saw that Darkseid already going for his pipe, almost has it as well. Actually, should be having it right now, considering it's gold. We have the Templar Assassin picked up a Mithra Hammer, so it's either going for a Desolator, which is a quite a normal build. Like it's a standard build, like Blink Dagger, Face Boost, Desolator. But what would not be a good choice here either would be a BKB, just to be able to deal with that Ravage. Of course, she's still gonna be putting lassos with it, so maybe not that ideal pick. But definitely it would not be a bad choice. Morgana leaps away, gonna TP out. And Templar Assassin not gonna chase that Blink Dagger on cooldown. Is not worth it with that leap still up there. Smoke up. For Leshrac as well as for Fuzzy on the Queen of Pain. Are they gonna go for mid lane? Illuminate, we'll make sure that the Tyros stay put. I mean, that's the thing about Skona's Elite. I mean, yeah, you can kill them off, but you have to get stuff in return for killing them off. I mean, we had a lot of kills early game in the bottom lane, but they didn't really get anything in return apart from farm on that Faceless Void, which he is already lost, by the way, or at least not has that much anymore, and definitely not compared to the Marana. He was at some point higher than the Marana, but Marana managed to pick up. And here's the smoked heroes right now. There's gonna be the Darkseer, Chronosphere being put in there. Here comes the Bat Rider, changes his mind, and then goes away again. And we have the Darkseer gonna try to be able to save his life. Won't be able to do so though, getting slowed, getting stunned. Surge, Blink after him, and should be dying, but will he die? Wow, the Mama sealed the chase. Well, he still dies. Queen of Pain picked him up. In the meantime, in the middle lane was a fight as well. It is the Venomancer that went down, and the last hand goes to the Keeper of the Light, who's actually being forced back, because I think that Venomancer uses Poison Nova. Mini being very low because of that as well. So overall, over the entire map, it is a Venomancer for a Darkseer. Good trade on the side of CNB once more. Though talking about trades, again, they are not getting towers in return for these trades, and that is something they should be trying to get, because that is what keeping this gold graph in favor of SKANE's Elite. Because there's no tier 1 tower standing anymore on CNB, it's only tier 1s on the side of SKANE, and every single one of those is still standing. So, and considering they have a Leshrac, it is a hero that can push fairly fast. So if they do get a good fight, to look for that fight, they can just push that one. Tidehunter trying to farm the jungle, Fuzzy finding him, killing him off very fast. And it's gonna be going for a BKB by the looks of it. Courier, Fuzzy doesn't see him. He can blink after it. He does see him. Courier has not had speed. Where is he gonna go? He is locked in. Fuzzy wants him. One more right click, TP out. No! Well, yes, I mean, Courier stays alive. Look at him fly, the happy little fella. Happy Courier, happy Courier. He's gonna go to the secret shop. Let's see what he's gonna buy. Energy booster. Oh, that's nice. Is it for the Tide? Maybe. I could have seen that. Yeah, it is for the Tide. So Mana Boots finally up on the Tidehunter. It will mean more Ravages incoming, hopefully. Smoke up again, this time on the Leshrac. Almost worn out, though. As well as the Venomancer, but wasn't able to do anything with that. Top lane in the meantime is going to be Keeper of the Light together with Darkseer. I'm using a Spirit Form to keep the lane pushed out, but this Illuminate will not hit anything because the creeps are just way too far away. And maybe they're going to try to go for Roshan. This would be the first time. I mean, Roshan has been left alone this almost the entire fight. Almost the entire game. Trap from Mirana, here comes the Chronosphere, locks her in, and here comes the TA as well as the Queen of Pain by Mirana. You're dead. Gush still lands, so there's a Ravage up a mini if they want to. They want to only get the Venomancer because it's only a level 1 Ravage. The lasso hits upon the face of Void so that they can try to pick him up. Will be in time. I think it should be. Timelapse still there though. Monolith as well. He got 40 HP, but it's gonna be fine. In the meantime, TA trying to chase some people down. Batrider TPing out again, and the rest TPing out as well. They lost 2 heroes. They lost a Tide as well to Mirana. Keeper of the Light now in a lot of trouble, getting stunned, getting killed off. TA picking him up. Mama, what are you still doing here? Get away from the tower. Thank you. But that was a fight that did not go as intended. Definitely. Oh, Wagamama still getting slowed, but they don't want to chase. They want to go for this tower. And this is what they should be doing. Getting towers in return of kills. But here's the blink in. Batrider is back. And who is he going to go for? There's going to be a lot of fire. They're going to go for the Venomancer. Pick him off. Templar Assassin. Next target. But Pinoy now has to be very careful. Has to be backing up. The Shrek stun hits him too. Surge up on the Batrider. Does he have a lasso again? 15 seconds for that one. The Templar Assassin just blinking away. Should be fine. Vacuum in. Just harassment now. And more TP's in. There goes the trap again. 50% slow. Queen of Pain blinking afterwards. Going for Mirana. Shadow Strike latches. Gets a surge though. We'll be able to be away from that one. And Batrider is going to be safe as well. Using his Tranquil Boost to help himself keep alive. Be alive. And they're at least able to pick up the Venomancer there. Maybe they want to try to go for more blink in again. And now they have the lasso. He's looking for it. He's looking for one. He has the surge as well. Finds the Leshrac. And they're going to be able to pick him up. There he goes. And it's the Miranda that picks up the last hit. Queen of Pain blinking in. Going to go for the Batrider. Gets him as well. Shadow Strike and kill Miranda. Is there going to be a surge? Yes, there is. As well as a leap away. Mirana's ultimate being used to make sure that Wagamama gets away safe as well. 1 for 2 because Queen of Pain died in that one, of course, as well. That is a worthy trade. And Batrider died valiantly. Giving his life to help his teammates. Haste Rune picked up by the TA. That is just so dangerous to have on her. With Face Boots and Haste Rune is just... She's already fast regardless, but it's just so annoying to deal with that one. If she goes for some kills, then I mean, she can just chase you down regardless if you have Leap or Blink or whatever. Let's take a look at the gold graph, how that changed after these last couple of fights. We have got a 4K still in favor of SKANE, but right now, I mean, this was also this was the first tower that went down on the side of SKANE's elite. And when more towers are gonna go down, that gold graph is gonna be back up to 0 in no time. Still 2 towers extra down on the side of CNB. Experience graph in the meantime, still it is so even. And I say so even, it's 2K difference. Yes, it is in favor of CNB because they have more kills. 7 kills more actually, and this 2K is not exactly 7 kills. It is actually probably a combination between kills and some experience in a jungle for SKANE's elite, because otherwise it would be more, I think, if it was just 7 kills. And then it looks like SKANE wants to be going for some fights again. Starstorm clearing off some creep wave. They're outnumbered here though. 5 heroes here for CNB in the mid lane, or around the mid lane. Faces Void, level 13, has got his Battle Fury complete, has got his Power Threads complete. And is just happily farming still. Let's see if we can find some more new items. See, Queen of Pain still has her Minter Hammer as well as her Oracle Club, so we could be almost done. Just needs that 400 gold for that recipe. Venomancer is going to be playing this portal hero. Blinking Lasso hits on the Templar Assassin. Is there going to be enough damage? Going to try to get away. Metal League there as well. Gil hits. The Shrexon. Chronosphere of 4. Sonic Wave. This is a massacre! And that is 4 down for absolutely 0. CNB. This is their lineup, what they wanted to go for. Chronosphere, Leshraxton, Nova, Edict, Sonic Wave, Venomancer ulti, everything. And SKANE, they just got greedy with trying to get that kill on the TA. Everybody chasing that, but then time-lapse in Chronosphere, BAM! So much damage. And they will get a tier 2 tower as a prize for that. Tier 1 rather. Maybe even tier 2 if they continue pushing, but it's still fairly early in the game, so the death timers aren't that long. Mirana was able to push down to tier 2 slightly because of that distraction that her teammates created. Be that not really the distraction that she was hoping for, probably. But gonna get forced out again as well. And she's going for a man style this game. The tier 2 tower gets left alone here. TP in from the Bat Rider. And I will check pings in a second. I think nobody's gonna get killed off for now, so I will check things again. I did it in the previous game because we are on the US East server, and it's of course a team from Sweden and a team from Brazil. So here's the pings, and we see SKANE around 200 and around 220 for CNB. So the ping difference is about 30 to 20 in favor of SKANE still, but 30 to 20 is really not that much. But at least now you know the ping difference between the two teams. Desolator completed up on the Templar Assassin, which wasn't the one that she was going to go for. Let's see if we can find some more items. Shrek, of course, he's going for BKB now too. He's got his bracers, he's got his Ogre Club. It's a happy Shrek, to be fair. I mean, he's died 5 times, yes, 5 out of 15, but in the same time, it's better to have those skills up on him rather than up on his teammates, because they will be the ones that have to carry him and not the other way around. And he's been in 13 out of 26 skills, so definitely not bad at all. See, 1600 gold up on the Mirana. Keeper of the Light, got a mechanism, got an urn, got his magic wand as well as arcane boots, and that is it. And of course, he's one of those supports that can just farm very safe. And very fast also. You can clear out those creep waves with the Illuminate, and we'll make sure that every lane gets pushed out, and it's just, I mean, it's just one of the supports that's really never poor. When he wants farm, he can take it. Be that from carries, be that from anything else. Even though having said that, he just wasted a couple of creep kills there, but in fact, I mean, he is never gonna be poor. Arrow! Hits on a creep! Was a good arrow though. But it was a creep. And Blink Dagger up on the tide. Well, that will make a difference, indeed. I think it was 2 minutes ago since the team fight happened for CNB. That was, like, with the Chronosphere and everything, because the chat is going mental right now. That's amazing to watch. It's fun stuff. The Mirana has got him enough money for Ultimate Orb, and we have every single hero here from SKANE's Elite on the bottom lane, and they have dusted rather. No. And I have to say, I mean, the image of the smoked heroes is different. Like, they actually are in a smoke cloud right now, and they're a bit more invisible. It's kind of fun. Sentry ward being placed, just in case. Just to know that they're absolutely alone. Arrow! It's on a creep. And they find the Mirana. They still don't know Tide is there though. He's getting ready for that blink and the Ravage. lol. Someone in the chat says. Every time. Oh, wait a second. Oh, leap away. Nice. Mirana ultimate being used as well. They want to go for this vacuum in. Ravage hits on 4 heroes. Gosh, Darkseer Venom has ulti as well, and this is 2 down so far. Buyback from the Queen of Pain, 3 down on the side. Buyback from the Faceless Void as well. He still has a Chronosphere, and that is going to be a Bedrider down, and everybody's back. And right now is when SKANE should be backing off. Chronosphere hits 3, and down they go, all 3. Mirana again, the last one alive. Last time she wasn't in the fight. This time she is, and she is going to be able to be safe. But that is so worth buying back for. She should be fine. But that is the team fight coming off from CNB. It's massive, and yes, the tier 2 went down, and yes, the Ravage was nice and everything. But as soon as they saw the buybacks from both the Queen of Pain and the Faceless Void, they should have so backed off. Might have been too late at that point, but that was, again, not as big of as a massacre of previous time, but definitely a massacre. Sorry, I was finishing. I thought it was someone who said something in the chat, but now the chat has screwed up, so I can't really copy it anymore. But anyway, I would have said it to the people in the chat, so they're watching anyway, and they couldn't read the chat. It's fine. It's fine. And it was obviously something said in English and not in Portuguese. No hablo Portuguese. Portuguese? I don't know. And I don't even know. That was actually Spanish. I don't know. Faceless Void, 1800 gold. And of course he died now 3 times, of which one of them he brought back. Let's just see. Yeah, it was actually 2 buybacks up on the side of the Radiant right now. I'm gonna check out 2 net worth again though, and the Leshrac is helping out taking down this tier 1 tower, and that would be the last tier 1 tower dropping in the game. And Faceless Void picks up the last hit. Vacuum on 4. Darkseer roll as well, and it is actually, this is gonna be turning into a fight. Leshrac still still hits, but the lasso is on the Leshrac, and Leshrac will drop here. Will they be getting more? TA pops her Blink Dagger. Pops her Blink Dagger, pops her BKB. He's want to go for mid. He knows that the Ravage is on cooldown. And now is going to have to run away from this one. And there's the Chronosphere again. Catches Wagamama. Illuminate still goes through. Tidehunter picks up the TA. We're just going to follow Klutz here. Hitting on Wagamama. Wagamama tries to get out. Surges himself through the wall and should be fine. Well, Keeper of the Light is going to use an urn chart to stay alive. Wouldn't have died because, of course, that thing is in fatal up on him. In the meantime, fight is still going on. Minnie is going to be dropping. Drops the gem again. Mirana going to leaping herself into the low ground once more. And it's Fuzzy that dusts himself up. Blink off. And still finds the Queen of Pain. And they both go down. Bedrider kills Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain kills Bedrider. And Mirana coming back, picking off the Venomance. Uses her ultimate and a double damage to make sure of that. And here comes the Faceless Void. He was the only one left alive in that fight. The only one. Arrow, no, not gonna hit. Mirana thinking about going in with solo alive. It would be ballsy, but might have been able to do it without that Chronosphere. But yeah, that was a fight 4 for 4, I believe. Well, Keeper of Light stay alive as well as Mirana. 4 for 3. 4 for 2. Darkseer did not die. Darkseer merely backed off. But that was not a good fight for CNB. They did take a tower, however. We're just going to look at the gold graph. It is even. All tier 1 towers are down on both sides. And we only have 1 extra tower down on the side of CNB. So it's 1 tower difference with the gold graph being even. And it's basically no difference whatsoever. Experience graph, however. That's just going to be the last 2 team fights. What more can we say? If you kill heroes, you get experience. And that is what they did. They have now got 10 kills more than SKANE's Elite. And I have to just remind you, this is a best out of 3, and if CNB wins this, they still have to fight another game, because this is game number 2. First game was won by SKANE's Elite, and for CNB, they just have to force out a game number 3 to be able to still have a chance. And if SKANE's would win that, that would mean the end for CNB to have the chance to take it to Paris Games Week for that ESWC finals. And CNB, maybe gonna check out Roshan. I have checked Roshan with the trap there. Nobody there though, and they might be able to do it. We have the drawing on the minimap from SKANE. They know that something is going on. They have no ward here from the dire side, but they could. Oh, they won't be in time. I missed out that. Look at that thing drop. Oh, sorry. Look at Roshan drop. Poor Roshan. I shouldn't call it a thing. In the meantime, lane's getting pressured by Mirana here on the bottom lane, and is actually I was gonna say, it's gonna be pulled back top. Because I was wondering, what's that illusion? Is that a recall? Yes, it is. Keeper of the Light didn't work. So that's 4 heroes here, and the 5th is gonna come in as well. Darkseer, 5 heroes here from SKANE's Elite. Arrow will fly, will not hit anything but trees. And they've now shown that they're all 5 there. The Blink Dagger Ravage is still up there again. Illuminate will clear out the creep waves. Backtrack that faces void as he can. Time lapse. Wanting to go for something, gets a mana leak, wants to go for a Chronosphere. Obviously, there's a Darkseer Wolf, vacuum in. Venomous ulti also being hit, only as a Darkseer though, and here comes the Chronosphere. It's on 2, Mirana as well as Tide, the 2 that you want. Here comes a blink here from the TA, trying to go for Pinoy. Sonic Wave going through as well, but nobody dying just yet. Mirana's ultimate being used, Ravage being used as well. Hits on 2, Gush on the face point. Arrow will hit on the Templar Assassin as well as the Stars from Queen of Pain though, blinks in, screams, and there goes Mirana, first one to die together with Pinoy, who actually died on his Betrider again, and Wagamama will try to get away from this one. Melt damage will be enough, not yet! And the Haste Rune, he is just too fast! But that initiation, that was not what they were gonna go for. 2 down for 0. Skonus Elite on the retreat. And CNB once again successfully defended their base. Well, this time successfully defended their tier 2 tower. Of course, last time with that fight still went down, but they just make sure that they're not gonna try to fight the way they are right now, or at least they know that they have to maybe take a different approach and pick off 1 or 2 heroes maybe beforehand. Because a 5-on-5 fight, I mean, yes, you have nice initiation from the Tidehunter, you have nice initiation from the Batrider, but there's just so much damage coming off from CNB with the TA. As well as with the Chronosphere, where you can just do nothing at all. And they had good positionings in the previous game. Vacuum in, Ice Shell there as well. And now they turn around, seeing the TA there. There's the trap as well. Pipe up for Gush still lands. Level 18 on the Faceless Void, by the way. And there goes the leap away. Even with Mana Leak, he doesn't really care. And trap will slow them down if they try to chase, but they're not even going to try. And in the meantime, TA picked up a BKB now as well. And Skonus Elite, I mean, they're going to go for it. In theory, I mean, they don't have that hard carry that Faceless Void is for CNB, and they kind of have to go for mid-game. At the same time, strategy that they've been showing this fight and the last fight did not really work out all too well, so we might see them trying something else, because right now it feels like they're throwing themselves against a brick wall, and the wall is not breaking. It's actually hitting back, kind of. Every single time the wall moves up a bit, slightly. I was actually going to check this one, because the hero levels, I mean, we saw level 18, and I remember looking at this earlier, and I think it was this game, maybe it was the previous game, but I think it was this game, not entirely sure, but it is Skonus Elite that's, it was the previous game, never mind, I remember now. It is Skonus Elite that's no longer on top here, it is indeed CNB, we will see that back in the experience graph even more, 14k experience difference, that's massive. Gold graph now 2k in favor of CNB, and that's just the kills that they did right there, especially, and of course combined with the farm that they did in the meantime as well, but it is going quickly towards CNB's direction. That doesn't mean that Skonus Elite does not have a chance, though. They just need that initiation to go perfectly well for them and lock down that Faceless Void. And hopefully for them have the have either the TA or the Faceless Void or the Queen of Pain or the Shrek already killed off before the fight starts. Basically almost everybody. And yeah, of course there's the Crystallis now as well on the TA, so doing massive amount of damage for here. 1k gold up on the Tide. We have a Shiva's Guard up on the Darkseer. Let's see if we can find some more items here. Mirana is still building towards... Oh, what? TA found the Batrider. Batrider found her, but the blink was there. Blinks, I should say, multiples. Because of course Queen of Pain can blink as well. And Batrider could not blink away in time and went down, splat. Probably went down pretty fast. In the meantime, Faceless Void picked himself up a BKB. He's got 1700 gold. And they're gonna go maybe towards the mid lane. Maybe they're gonna finally try to go aggressive for themselves, because they I mean, in theory, they can just wait around. They have the better late game on paper, for sure. But maybe they kind of want to force out some fights now themselves. They think they have the advantage, which could blow up in their face or could go brilliantly and get them further ahead. But we have Faceless Void waiting for them to be in a good position. He doesn't see them though. Now they do. As actually he jumps up to the high ground and he finds the Mirana who's gonna go down here in the middle of a leap, got locked inside. And this Faceless Void that picks up the kill, and right now it is gonna be Skona that's gonna be left without their carry. And that might be turning into a tier 2 tower by the looks of it. Blink in from the TA, they want to go for this. Fishbone is gonna be target number 1. Pipe is up and we will still die though. There goes the Shiva's Guard as well as the BKB from the Faceless Void, so no real illusions from you. Tier 2 tower drops. And that is 2 down. They cannot chase this. They cannot go for this. They cannot defend this. Well, they can defend this with the wall that's standing there. But I don't think they can defend this. Side of Vice up on the Queen of Pain. And it's going fast. Experience graph. There is no stopping CNB right now. And of course, SKANE is going to try. They smoked up. Just 2 though. But maybe they're just... Where are they going to go? Going to try to go in from the side. There's just only 1 there now though. Only the Venomancer that's around here. Track is there. There is of course the Radiant board here. Blink in. They find him. Venomancer gonna get in, put inside the lasso. Here comes reinforcement though. Queen of Pain blinks in. Sonic Wave. Ravage doesn't hit because the BKB was on there. BKBs, I should say, mini. He is gonna drop here already. Bedrider still managed to pick up the Venomancer, but is now in a lot of trouble as well. Will be able to stay alive for now. There comes the Chronosphere. Picks up 2 heroes. Mirana vacuum in. Is still gonna be. Oh, Leshrac gets picked off by the Flame Break. Mana Void, Mana Leak up on the Faceless Void, who's now standing still, making sure that some of SKANE can back out there. Mirana back inside this fight as well. They're taking a lot of damage from the keeper, from the Temporary Assassin though. There goes the Sheever's Guard again. Shadow Strike. Legends up on the Darkseer. He's pretty tanky, but he is still gonna go down. Faceless Void picking him up. And now they have to back up. Here comes, oh, Pinoy getting turned into a chicken. Queen of Pain there. Templar Assassin picking up the last hit. They're all so very low. 3 heroes. These are the last 3 alive for CNB. So very low. But SKANE not able to pick them up. 3 for 2. 3 for 2. And Fishbone as well as Region not able to pick them up. 1500 gold up on Mirana. And I know she wants to buy probably something, but probably not wanting to do that before she has buyback again or before she can buy the entire item. And it is CNB that is just fighting hard right now. And that those hits from the Temporary Assassin just hurt so much. And by the way, this initiation all started with an initiation coming off from SKANE's Elite. They wanted to go for a Venomancer kill, but then the rest of CNB managed to still be around there and managed to turn the fight around. So that was what happened. Back to net worth. Meantime, I'm just going to put up this one for a second because just checking out the, well, now you can see everything, but I'm going to see it to check out that experience per minute mostly. Is the Temporary Assassin and Faceless Void that are just so much ahead, and it is way more spread up on the dire. I mean, we know that of course it's CNB that is ahead on experience, but the difference is pretty big. I mean, those 3, Queen of Pain, Faceless Void, Templar Assassin, the only 3 that stayed alive in the previous game is basically the 3 carries that CNB is running right now. While on the dire it is way more spread. Mirana, that is the carry for SKANE's Elite, is on 484. And the same thing goes for the gold. And it's way more spread on the dire than it is on the Radiant. And yeah. Well, if SKANE can pick up the supports every single fight, it's not going to matter that much to CNB. Those 3 that just stayed alive on very low HP were the 3 that mattered. And for SKANE, basically everybody matters. Smoke up. Now we can check out the new smoke illusion again. It's kind of nice though. I mean, it's like they're walking inside a shadow cloud. Oh, they're gonna find the Mirana. Here they come. Leap away will be enough. Keeper of the Light's gonna get some melt damage. Mirana getting turned into a piglet. Surges there. Leshrac stun will not hit. SKANE looks to be out safe unless Mini, yeah, he can blink away. Mirana ultimate being used. Do they want to go in on this? Queen of Pain, what are you doing there? Hit inside trees. Arrow will hit on Queen of Pain. Actually, they find her. Ravage being used as well. Queen of Pain already drops. Mirana picking up. Now Mirana is stuck in trees. What is it? What is she doing there? BKB up on Faceless Void, getting dragged through the fire. Will be enough. Mirana doing what she can from the side from the trees. Will still got melt damage up on her. Has leap in 5 seconds again. It's the Faceless Void that still dies though. Leshrac stun will still hit up on the tide. Keeper of the Light still pick up the Leshrac. Vacuum will make sure that Mirana can be out of there again. There was a good fight coming off from SKANE's Elite, but the entire fight, someone was stuck in trees and they just walked past the gem. Mini will pick it up. Maybe they will be able to go for Roshan. I mean, 1 minute almost to go for it. Now he's back up again. Now they see him and they will go for it. And again. I mean, really? Oh, these people's making me smile. It's always good. Keep. I mean, oh, there's a Chronosphere, of course, up on him. There we go. But there is the Temporary Assassin as well. Melt damage. Wagamama cannot go anywhere. BKB popped him. Rishon turning around, trying to do what he can. Here comes the Bedrider as well, getting stopped slightly by the Roshan. Gonna get a lasso up on the TA, and there goes Space's boy. TA taking a lot of damage from the Mirana, but Mirana getting killed off by Roshan. TA still drops, but the Roshan killed off the carry for Skoda's Elite now, who's gonna be picking up that Aegis buyback from the TA. We have Venomance on his way as well. Mini taking a lot of damage, Mechanism being used. Here comes the Venomancer, but he is by himself, so for now. Lancet Gale does hit. But Venomancer by himself actually scares them off. Okay, noted. Venomancer scary being. Roshan being very low though. And Trek might even be able to finish it up by himself, but there's no words here up for the dire side. I don't know it was just him, and now it's not just him anymore. Now it is also the Leshrac and also this guy. The TA is back, and the Roshan will... No! Bedrider! Big plays! Aegis popped, but he stole it! And he's gonna try to get away from this one. Scepter is there. Here comes a bit damage. Pinoy will die. Illuminate will still do some damage. In the meantime, we see that Fishbone is being chased down by the Queen of Pain. Trap is there, 50% slow. Blink after that one. Sonic Wave as well. Mana Leak as well there. Will there be more support coming for Fishbone? No, he goes down. TA picking up the kill. And this might be a tier 3 tower because the Creep Wave is pushing at the same time. Edict there as well. And that is a very fast tower, and they're going to go for barracks. Buyback from the Keeper of the Light. Mirana back up again. Again, 50 seconds for the Red Rider to be a vacuum. Ravage hits 3. There goes Shiva's Guard as well. Venomancer still uses its ultimate, but will still die, just like the Queen of Pain. 3 down, but the barracks are still dead. And that is what they went for, and that is worth it. Well, we're dying for it. Well, maybe it is. At this game, it almost seems like it is. That Bat Rider. $2,100 gold up on the Mirana. Her Mantis Tower is complete. Wonder what she's gonna go for next. Got herself a Desolator, of course, also. Tier 2 tower. Gonna be taking some damage, but a Chronosphere once again locks in 3. Here comes a TA from the side. Mogamam already dead. Mirana's gonna be next, but leaps away. And it's gonna be Mini that's gonna be taking a lot of slows, losing his Ghost Scepter, but will be enough. It's gonna do what he can, but I don't think he's gonna be able to survive this. Melt damage, traps, anchor smashes, but you're dead. Does buy the rest of his team enough time to back out, though. Mirana, with the haste rune, backs out, as well as the Keeper of the Light. And Bedrider, I don't think he was even there. Because he was still dead earlier. And he's going for a pipe by the looks of it, which is quite surprising, because I thought there already was... Yeah, Darkseid already has a pipe. Picked himself up a hood regardless. Maybe he's not making it into a pipe, or maybe they want more pipes. Could be. The Shrek BKB is done. Venomancer 4-staff done. TA, Daedalus done. Mantis Tower on the way, almost done. Scythe of Ice, done. And top tier 2 tower, is it gonna be done too? This is the last one standing on the side of Skona's Elite. And CNB wants it. And they have 5 heroes here on this top lane. Queen of Pain blinking in, turning Fishbone into a chicken. Shadow Strike there as well. Here comes Klutz once again, and he has a Chronosphere in 18 seconds. Get Jewel Scepter up in the air. Fishbone still trying to do what he can. Venomancer will hit though. He will die. Face of Void picking him up, and Mirana able to get away from it. That surge upon him, but the tier 2 tower will take a dive. Will take a fall.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And there goes the Mantis Tower being complete. Who cares about buyback? Not Klutz. Blink in. Pinoy goes down still. That damage is insane. Bedrider drops once again before the fight starts, and he does not have buyback. Once more, Wagamama. There's a vacuum. Ravage. Shiva's Guard. A lot of damage being done, but the Chronosphere locks in all 3 remaining heroes of Skona's Elite. Leshraxton will hit too, though. Look at that side blaze doing damage to both Region as well as to Mini, but they back off. Wagamama is going to be the last one here. Einshell trying to do what he can, but the BKB is on. Here comes Mirana once again. Pops her Mental, and actually gets a Queen of Pain. And now moves back. Already got the refraction off. Vacuum there again, but one more melt damage, and there goes Mirana. TA unstoppable. And there's a Tidehunter blinked in, gonna try to do what he can. Cannot do anything though, and will drop here as well. And the Tidehunter buys back. A leap back from Mirana, who bought back as well. Wants to go for the TA. TA wants to go for Wagamama. Gets him as well. Double kill for him, and Temper Assassin will pay for that one with her life. Arrow will not hit anything for now. Leshrac still gets a gush, gets slowed down. Pops up his Edict. And is on the run from Mini, but Mini gets a gale into the face, can't chase it. Marana though, Marana can chase it, leaps away after track, and he will be able to die, yes for sure. Keeper of the Light getting the last hit. And I mean, they defend their tier 3 tower, they defend their barracks. They will have to try to defend this though, it should be possible. But it is still a pretty painful fight, they have to use so many buybacks. There was actually buyback on and Marana, and the Tidehunter. And Keeper of the Light bought back earlier already as well. 3 buybacks being used for this fight in total. And they lost their tier 2 tower still, but at least the barracks still live. But it's looking grim. I mean, if we look at the gold graph, it is 12k in favor of CNB, and the experience graph, I mean, yes, it dropped down slightly, but it's still pretty far in favor with 12k, though it's getting less. But of course, I mean, the longer the game gets, the less the experience difference will be, because at some point everybody will be the same level, everybody will be level 5, and we do have the TA now slowing down with getting experience because she is level 25, so we will see it drop slightly more in the next couple of minutes. Well, I'll say next couple of minutes in the rest of the game, obviously. Marana picked herself up, the Hyperstone. Let's see what she's gonna go for with that. If she wants to go for Maelstrom once again, like the previous game, would be a nice item to have. I have to say though, where is that? Wait a second. Yeah.
Regeneration.
I have to say that, like, when they're in the Chronosphere, they can't do anything to surprise. And I wonder if they maybe should be thinking about getting some extra survivability up on them, just to be able to not have that happen. Blink in, lasso up on Venomancer, but here comes the Chronosphere. Or is there? You see them spreading out as much as they can already. It's gonna be Wagamama that gets locked inside. That Shrexton hits as well. And there's a Sonic Wave. Wagamama, is he already gonna go down? It looks like he might be. No mechanism still there. There's the Ravage. Wagamama's still alive. Lands a vacuum before he dies though. And there goes the Faceless Void. Batrider dies in the mix of all of this as well. We do have the Queen of Pain dropping as well as SKANE. They're not done just yet. We now see Fishbone using his Ghost Scepter. Might be able to stay alive, but the TA will turn around soon. Or will he? Or will he? Wants to go for Mindy. Not a Ghost Scepter there. There's the invisibility. Man fight. No man fight for you. Regen actually dies already, and there goes a double kill. Fuga wants to go for Fishbone. Trap slows him down. He's the only one left alive for his team. Will they blink after him? Blink, there's no mana for Blink. Trap will 50% slow him still. Face boots are there, of course. Look at that damage Leshrak's done, and there's no hope for that. And there, the Blink from the Faceless Void is on the tier 4 towers, but these are gonna go for the barracks instead. The buyback from the Keeper of the Light still comes, but it's only a Keeper of the Light. And they could have gone for the tier 4s, but they go for the tier 3 instead. And they're just gonna continue going for it. I mean, it's just a Keeper of Light. They can't really do anything against this right now. No other buybacks up on the side of the Radiant of the Dire story. Manalik still hitting Leshrak as well as this Illuminate, but it's not gonna slow them down enough. Okay, there's no Edict, but the barracks still dropped. Ranged barracks, of course, dropped in that mess, of course, as well. That goes very fast if it keeps hitting on that one. But there's no GG just yet. It could have been, I think. It might have been. But they're playing it safe. And I have to say, again, SKANE started that fight, and it looked to be going good at the start with only one dying slightly after the Chronosphere, but still so much damage coming off from that TA. I'm just gonna put up this one for a second to just, I mean, you can check out what you want, but I just want to check how many kills the TA actually has. 25 to 4. And how much of those 4 times that she died did she buy back? I think a lot of those times. I think at least 2 times. So that is a lot of kills upon a TA. And TA is definitely a carry in this game. Not even a semi-carry. And Marana has picked up 11 kills, but also died 10 times. I mean, the kills don't lie. 56 to 39. This is a lot of kills in this game, actually, having said that. With, of course, a big turnaround, a big fight on the top lane, with the Chronosphere catching 4 heroes and making sure every 4 of those died. 1200 gold up on the Faceless Void. And we see Tidehunter, he's actually going to buy a, or build towards a refresher orb if he can get it. We'll get some more teamfight on their side. They definitely need that if they want to continue going for teamfights. We have everybody of SKANE in the meantime going for the tier 2 middle, but they are forced to TP back soon. And having said that, Marana does not have a TP. Neither does the Bat Rider. Now he does. Korean just brought in one.
Dire's bottom tower is
But
under
Miranda still doesn't. And the tier 4, tier 3 tower is already getting harassed. Flame Break will slow them down slightly, but will not stop them. There's still a fortification on for the barracks if they want to use it. Trap hits. Pinoy might be looking for some trouble. Here we go. Double hit. 2-shot from the TA. Dominating. And here comes Queen of Pain blinking in, turning Minnie into a chicken, into a piglet. Rather, Sonic Wave going through. Venomman's ulti. Ravage being used still. Slowing down the hits on Miranda in that Chronosphere. In the meantime, Darkseid will still drop though because of the Leshrac there. Minnie on the way out lands a gush but will drop still. And it's Leshrac that picks up the kill. Fishbone last one alive once again, but he cannot do anything because, yeah, GG is gold actually. There we go. Triple kill for Fuka, and it is a GG, so that will mean that we will see a game number 3 between SKANE Elite and CNB. And it should be, well, it is gonna be the deciding match to determine which one of those two will take it up in the semi-finals against either EG or CPL. I do not have any news on that just yet. I will check it in this short break that we will have. My name is Sheever. You can subscribe to my YouTube on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. We really appreciate it. Trying to go for those 5K subscriptions, even though I'm pretty far off, but you know, hoping, dreaming, stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna see a game 3 coming up very shortly. Stay tuned for that one. So don't go anywhere because another match of SKANE Elite versus CNB Esports coming up next.